And thanks for tuning in to E3 2014 press coverage from Pixelated Geek. I'm your host, James Honeycutt. This will be a quick overview of Microsoft's press conference for 2014. First and foremost, just an overview. It was a strong conference on the whole for developers. It was a weak conference on the whole for Microsoft. They showed absolutely no features with the console. They didn't introduce any major news about updates. They barely even mentioned the price drop on the console or the lack of Kinect capability. The big news was naturally the Halo collection, as well as the introduction of a new Fable title, Fable Legends. Both of those look absolutely phenomenal, though that I'm sure comes as a surprise to absolutely no one. So the Halo Master Chief Collection is a collection of the previous 4 Halo titles remastered in 1080p. Comes with all 100 of the multiplayer maps from the previous Halos. It looks absolutely phenomenal. There's very little to say about that other than it will be interesting. It does also come with the new Halo video, the Ridley Scott directed one, as well as access into the Halo 5 beta. Fable Legends is a apparently 4-player co-op MMO style title that involves a 5th player as an adversarial character. Obviously, asynchronous multiplayer is something that has become something of a fad lately, titles like Evolve, etc. That said, it looks very interesting, though Fable without Peter Molyneux is absolutely unusual. Like, it just feels odd. There are no promises made that they can't possibly keep, which is, of course, strange. Another major first-party title that was mentioned was Sunset Overdrive. If you've been following that game at all, you already know that it looks awesome. It's by Insomniac, who is prototypically a Sony developer. They're known for large worlds, weird guns, and this seems to be full of it. The trailer did a very good job poking fun at every other major shooter title of the last 20 years. And I think that's a good thing. I mean, I think it's important that shooters evolve. And this one certainly looks to be one of the larger reasons to own an Xbox One. The new Forza Horizons title was mentioned, Forza Horizon 2. Which is an open-world title featuring the first appearance of the Lamborghini Hurricane, interestingly enough. Supposedly, totally open-world, set in a Italian countryside-like environment featuring off-road tech. Evolve has an exclusive beta that's coming to the Xbox One this fall with a Cthulhu-like lightning monster, which looked absolutely awesome. There were a lot of other titles. I mean, we saw footage from Assassin's Creed, from Dragon Age Inquisition, from The Witcher, from Rise of the Tomb Raider. This was presumably an announcement, though it was an announcement that surprised no one. The Division, all major third-party titles, all that looked absolutely amazing, but it begs the question, why is Microsoft bothering to spend their time showing off third-party titles like that? And the conclusion, I think, the inevitable conclusion, is that they just didn't have really anything else to show. The show for Microsoft was a win if you're a Halo, Fable, or Forza fan, and was a loss if you're not. On the whole, not the strongest showing that Microsoft has ever had, though, given some of the choices that they've made in the past, not focusing on indie developers and seeming very much like a game development unfriendly manufacturer from last year's E3, it might actually be a really smart choice on their part. That said, very much looking forward to the major first-party titles that they showed, the Halos, the Fables, Forza, and that's really it for that press conference. Make sure that you tune back in to us at 3 p.m. in just a little bit here, our time. That is 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, for the EA press coverage. We'll be doing a live blog at PixelatedGeek.com. We will also be streaming it via the Twitch functionality. Thank you, Twitch, for taking care of everything. It really is a very clean, well-executed package as a whole. And then we'll be doing another one of these recap videos. Hopefully at that point I'll have one of my co-hosts here for it. But that said, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you